Right, so today we're going to be using 3mm coarse pellets. These are swim stim carp pellets from Dynamite Baits. Ideal for this kind of thing. You don't want a pellet which is too small, because when you wet it down it'll usually go to a mush. A pellet that's too large, you're going to struggle to get it on the method. So we'll put a few of these in the tub, just enough for today's session. As you can see there, just should be about right. And now we're going to add the water. Plenty of water in. As you can see, all the pellets are covered. Now we're going to time those for 3 minutes. The rule of thumb is a minute for 1mm, 2 minutes for 2mm, and 3 minutes for 3mm. So we'll leave those for a few minutes and we'll move on to the ground bait that we're going to prepare. This is going to go down the edge later on. The bait that we're going to use today is green sonia baits with margin carp. Now, because the carp here aren't massive, you don't need a very fine or very coarse ground bait. Something that's fairly coarse, so it'll stick to the bottom, but a fine ground bait just to allow enough cloud, especially when the water's coloured as it is today. So we'll put a fair amount of the margin carp in. That's what goes right to the bottom, stays there. It's an inert ground bait, very dense particles, holds a lot of water, so you can keep coming back to this and add more and more water. You'd be surprised how much water this will hold. The next one, if I can find it, is going to be the green. We're going to look to do somewhere in the order of a 50-50 mix here. Again, about half a bag there. Give it a good mix up. You always want to mix the dry contents before you add the water, because when you add the water first, it's not going to mix properly. Give it a good mix around, as you can see, and add the water. You can see a lot of water's gone in there. That might look like overwetted to a normal ground bait, like a hemp based one, but this will hold a lot of that water. Now, this is a ground bait that you want to come back to, you know, after say half an hour, once the particles have all absorbed plenty of water and gone to the bottom. As you can see, the mix is starting to take on all that water there. We're going to come back to that in a short while and have another look to make sure all the particles are evenly distributed with water, and we're going to go pass it through a riddle as well. Now we're going to look at draining the pellets off. You've had about 3 minutes or so. Drain the water off as so. I'll put a bit more of that in with the ground bait, because it will hold it, and strain it off as such. Now you can put a bait box over the top and drain it that way. I just find this is the easiest way. Again, this isn't something that you just leave, you have to come back to it, check up on how the mix is looking, because depending on the temperatures it might dry out, or it might be overwetted. I always overwet this because the method mix that I use incorporates a good couple of handfuls of the ground bait. That plugs up all the gaps between the pellets, means it sticks together better, so it'll get to the bottom quicker and without breaking up on impact.